Do you remember that disaster that I told you guys was coming? Well, it is finally upon us as Joker Folie Deux is a box office disaster right out of the gate. That's right, baby. The fans continues to speak with their pockets in regards to that of DC. This is outright rejection at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. And people are trying to tell your boy, that I'm wrong about the DC fan base. But in reality, I have multiple examples, and some of them are recent. The Flash, right? Blue Beetle, and now Joker Folie Deux. In fact, Joker Folie Deux will also be another example of a DC sequel that wasn't able to achieve what the previous film has done, like that of The Suicide Squad. $150 million worldwide. The original Suicide Squad, right? $750 million worldwide without that of China, right? Then you had Aquaman. Go to Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. I think it was $500 million worldwide. Now we have Joker Folie Deux. First film made $1 billion, that I feel is a little bit suspect. And the second film probably would make about $250 million. And they're trying to tell your boy, that I am wrong about the DC fan base. Nah, bro. I ain't said one lie. Now, today's news comes from Deadline. As you know, Deadline is a major news site. It is known across the world, right, in regards to that of his news. So no clickbait over here. These are facts. It is titled, Joker Folie Deux makes $7 million in Thursday night previews, receives 36% Rotten Tomatoes audience score, not critical score, audience score. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is absolutely ridiculous. Now, speaking of that $7 million in Thursday night previews, they have also added in $1 million to that total in regards to that of the early access, right? That's right. People went and seen the film on that of Wednesday, and they added that into the $7 million. So in reality, this is about $6 million or $5.9 million or so, or something like that, right? This is absolutely crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as you know, I don't have to read the whole article. I just have to give you what's important out of it. Warner Brothers' Todd Phillips directed sequel, Joker Folie Deux, earned $7 million in previews that began at 3 p.m. Thursday. Now, they did not mention the $1 million from the early access, but it is there. But 3 p.m. Thursday. I remember back in 2013, 2016, Thursday night previews started at 7 o'clock, not 3 p.m. See? You see what Warner Brothers tried to do there? All right, the number indicates that the $190 million movie could get to a $50 million opening. When comped against movies that exceeded that threshold in their starts, such as Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, $7 million last year, No Time to Die, $6.3 million in 2021, and John Wick Chapter 3, $5.9 million in 2019. Forget about the fact that the Joker 2's previews are off by 47% from the first film of $13.3 million. So that is down nearly half. Well, you know what? Let's just round it off, baby. It is half. You remember when Eddie Murphy said that the African woman wanted half of his assets in that of Raw? Half, Eddie, half. What you mean half? Half? What is this, a divorce? Yeah, it is. It is a divorce. Oh my goodness. Oh. What's not funny is the ComScore / Screen Engine post-track audience exits for Joker 2. This is where it gets very interesting. While many knew this Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga combo would be challenged due to the fact that it's a musical, the fanboys full out rejected the sequel last night on Post Track with a half a star and a 40% positive score. Not 1.5, not 2.5. A half a star. 1/2 of a star. That is absolutely crazy. What else they got to say? Let's see. A very low 24% say they're definitely recommended. Just 24%. So that doesn't bode well for its second weekend drop. And speaking of the $50 million that they're predicting at this very moment, that ain't guaranteed, because over on Twitter, our boy Charlie had some very bad news for that Joker Folie dude. Charlie is reporting a $46 million domestic opening. What did I say? What did I say? Didn't I say $45 to $46 million, even when they were saying $70 million? Didn't I tell you that? And overseas, it has gone down from $85 million to $70 million. That would give the film a worldwide total of $116 million. That is down from the $140 million worldwide prediction that I gave you guys just, 3 days ago? And if you give the film legs of 2 times its opening weekend, let's just say 2 times 5, 2.5, that would give the film a $290 million worldwide total. $290 million. Whew, let's go over to Rotten Tomatoes. On Rotten Tomatoes, Joker Folie Deux sits at a measly 34% after 200 reviews from the critics. Top Critics is giving it a 28% with a 4.7 out of 10 average. All critics, 34%, 204 reviews, and a 5 out of 10 average. Audience, verified audience is 36%, and all audiences also 36%. So this is an utter failure right out of the gate. Now, let me straighten myself up so I can address something. For those out there who believes that your boy O is spreading lies about where the foundation of DC is, the facts are there. They're sitting right in your face, and you guys refuse to accept them for what they are. Now, many people are trying to, remove Joker from being a DC film, but they was not doing that in 2019. They were saying Joker made $1 billion. Wonder Woman, Batman vs. Superman, Man of Steel, Suicide Squad, none of that did that. But the Joker did. See, they love to rub it in your face that the Joker was successful, despite all of the films being successful. See, the division started in the DC fan base when you guys refused to keep it real about the success of the DCEU. That's what happened. And Warner Brothers listened to you. Think about it like this. If you go over to boxofficemojo.com, matter of fact, I don't even need to go over to it. I think I know all of these numbers off the top of my head. You would notice that Man of Steel earned $291 million domestically. Batman vs. Superman earned $330 million domestically. Suicide Squad earned $325 million domestically. Wonder Woman earned $412 million domestically. Even Justice League earned, $290 million domestically? And then you had that of Aquaman at $347 million domestically. Now, I got the math right off the top of my head, but if you do the calculations, you will realize that DC at one point in time was averaging over $300 million domestically per movie and $800 million worldwide per movie. See, the facts are all there, ladies and gentlemen. So for all of you out there who's trying to run interference on the failure that is DC, all you have to do is just look up the numbers. They're there. So when people like me tell you, man, DC had a good thing going back then, you need to understand that they wish that they can do those numbers today. While you're sitting there talking about Snyderverse did and all this here, if you really want DC to be successful, then you will understand that DC needs to make money. If it's not making money, it ain't making sense, ladies and gentlemen. So while you're out here trying to put a farther divide into the fandom, just understand DC cannot afford that at this very moment. You can't keep having failure after failure after failure after failure. And another thing I want to add, this does not bode well for that of James Gunn's Superman film. Why? Because while all the other films were flopping, many people, they had said that it was because of the old universe, right? But we have an example here that is disconnected from that, and it is flopping as well. So that goes to show you that the brand is damaged. When they fired Henry Cavill, the fans wasn't having it anymore. Too many times, the fan base has been burnt in the past. People thought they were getting a DC cinematic universe, and all of a sudden, Warner Brothers snatched it away from them, right? Every time this direction is coming about on us, DC would say, hey, you can't have it. And fans are tired of that. They're committing while DC isn't. Think about that for a second. You cannot keep doing this to people. Eventually, they're going to start to speak up for themselves. And in this case, since DC wasn't listening via social media, they said, hey, the best way for me to talk to them is with my pockets. And they're doing so. First, it was 8 flops in a row, I believe. No. The Batman was a success. So there were 1 out of 9. Now they're 1 out of 10. Check out that ratio, man. Check it out. But if you go back to when DC was doing something great, they were on a winning streak. 4 films in a row, open to over $100 million. 4 films in a row. Now look where we are at this very moment. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel, right? This is absolutely ridiculous when it comes down to DC. Joker Folie Deux coming off of $1 billion of that of the Joker should have been at least a guaranteed $750 million worldwide movie. But here it is. It could very well be in a situation where it doesn't earn more than $250. This is absolutely crazy. And no matter how much I tell you guys, talking about the haters here who likes to come into the comment section and tell me how, oh, you need to listen to this person, you need to listen to this person, how much I'm wrong. As much as I tell you guys what DC should have done to correct this, you ignore me. So it would never be fixed. And speaking of all of those other channels who feels that they can do this better than the 4KO, go ahead on and try. As long as you lie, you would never be as real as I. Like, for real. The 4KO keeps it real. I tell you guys what it is, as I will continue to do so. As for those people out there who wish that DC could just be this juggernaut one day, just keep on wishing. Just understand that's going to be an uphill battle. I'm your boy O. Hopefully you have watched this video all the way to the end, help you bar out that algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, please be sure to do so. I'm trying to reach that magical number of 10,000 subscribers, so I'll be highly appreciative you will help me cross over that threshold by hitting that subscribe button. And if you are going to hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell, because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators has uploaded videos to their platform. And don't forget to hit that like button to help me out that algorithm, baby. But in the comments below, let me know what you think about Joker Folie Deux, pretty much tracking for a worldwide opening of about 120 to 115. And also tell me what you think about these Rotten Tomatoes scores. Let me get them up here again. 34% from critics and 36% from audience. This is absolutely crazy. Always remember, let the bon temps roule. That means let the good times roll. But let me know in the comments below.